in your iPhone. So my topic is forgiveness. Now I know you're saying, okay, maybe now I'm arousing your attention. Forgiveness, it's an issue among living, breathing human beings. Even among animals, they offend each other. They retaliate. Sometimes they forgive. But I am going to condescend my speaking to the environment of mankind. Forgiveness is not easy. No, it is not easy. Forgiveness, it's not easy. No, it is not easy. But it is doable. It is doable. It is not easy. It is hard to do. It is nearly difficult to accomplish. But it is doable. It can be done. But true power, your power, your discretion, your decision, making up your mind to forgive, it's one element. The second element is the invitation of the power of the Holy Spirit. Listen very carefully. I mentioned earlier that forgiveness is very hard to do. Forgiveness is very, very hard to do. In fact, some people have no heart to forgive. No, they have no heart to forgive. Now, let me reverse. The heart is there, it's built in. But they are not willing to wake up the part of the heart of forgiveness. They're not willing to disturb the part of the heart of forgiveness. They're not willing to tell the heart, okay, I'm offended, but I am going to ask you to rise up now, meet me there, so that I can forgive him or her that has offended me. See, in our body, in our spirit, the Lord has built a whole body. In there, it's your mind, your heart, and your soul. Your mind, your heart, and your soul. These are three components of a body. Your heart, that's where you have the emotion. It's very emotional. Your heart is very emotional. That's the emotional part of the three part of your body. Your soul, that is your spirituality. Your soul is your spirituality. That is your soul. It's your spirituality. Now, your mind, that is the intellectual part of it. Your mind, your body, your soul, or your mind, your heart, your soul. This is your body. In your body, it's your mind and your soul. Also your heart. Your heart that's the emotional part of it. Your soul, that's the spiritual part of it. And your mind, it's that intellectual part of it. That is where you reason. That's your ID, your ego, and your super ego. That's what the psychology teaches in the class. Your ID, your ego, and your super ego. But you see, forgiveness has a lot to do with your mind. That's the power, your mind. That's the engine, your mind. Your rationale, that's where you're thinking. And that's where your ego is bruised. Forgiveness. That is my conversation. Forgiveness. I said it's very hard to do. It's hard to do. When a person is little at a much younger age, that's when you begin to discover the act of forgiving, to forgive, or forgiveness. It begins from your youth. When you may be 6, 7, 8 years, when you know right from wrong. That's when you learn the act of forgiving a person who has offended you. So it begins from very early age. The process of forgiving, it's a process that begins from early age in life. In fact, you learn to forgive, or you are taught to forgive. A body has both abilities to forgive or not to forgive. And revenge is the opposite of forgiveness. To take vengeance is the opposite of forgive or forgiveness. Let's go straight into the Bible and see what the Bible teaches about forgiveness. I'm going to be going to, I believe, Matthew 18. Matthew 18. See, Matthew 18 from 21. Matthew chapter 18. From verse 21. I'm going to read. This is the area where Apostle Peter went to Jesus Christ to ask a very, very sensitive question. There must be something in the heart of Peter that has a build up in him that pushes him to go forward and ask Christ about this very, very sensitive question, regardless of your age, regardless of your religion, regardless of your culture. Forgiveness crosses all the human boundaries. It has nothing to do with your age. It has nothing to do with your culture. It has nothing to do with how you look. It has nothing to do with your academic power. It has nothing to do with your social status. It has nothing to do with your religion. It has nothing to do with anything. It has to do with humanity, mankind.